All right, guys, welcome to this week's edition of the Drigh Bartender. The theme of today's cocktails will all be 3 ingredients each, so we will not be using more than 3 ingredients in any one of these cocktails this evening. All very simple to make, a little costly to obtain some of these ingredients, but once you have everything, it should be easy breezy. All right, as I said, we're going to start with a Negroni. It is a classic cocktail invented sometime around 1919 in Paris. Famously, Count Negroni wanted to do something a little stronger than his Americano, which is going to be Campari, sweet vermouth, and club soda. He wanted to add a little pop, add a little gin to it, give it a little more fortification. One of my favorite cocktails to drink and enjoy any time of the day, before dinner, after dinner, whenever. Very simply made. We're going to take 1 ounce of Campari, measure it out into our shaker glass. Do 1 ounce of Cocchi Americano. This is going to be a sweet fortified vermouth. You can use whatever you like. I personally like the Cocchi. It's a little bit more earthy. It's got some nice notes to it that I like a little bit more than some of the sweeter stuff you find out there. Carpano is also really good. I just happen to have this, so that's what I'm going with. And then our final ingredient, remember, he wanted to fortify his Americano with a little gin, add a little bit more pop in it. I'm using 4 Peels gin. Add all those ingredients in there. Get them all set. Do a nice little do-si-do, round and round. Where she stops, only I really know. I'm gonna go do this for about 30 or so seconds, get us some nice dilution going, make sure those ingredients really meld in together. Now, some bartenders that don't know what they're doing will probably try to shake this cocktail. You don't want to do that. What happens when you do that is you take this from being a very heavy mouth feel, and you're going to make it very light, very airy by introducing the shaking and the bubbles in there. You don't really want that. You want it to be nice and stirred, keep some viscosity to it. Give it a nice mouthfeel. I'm going to stop shaking it now, stirring it, because I'm using very small ice cubes. I don't want too much dilution. If you're using larger ice cubes, kind of play it by ear. There's no real wrong way to make this cocktail. It's really how you enjoy to drink it. Normally we'll garnish this with a orange twist, kind of cover it over the top, do a nice little zest on it, get a nice little fresh orange peel over it. In this case, I don't have one at the moment, so I'm just going to go with this and give that a taste. Delicious cocktail, nice and balanced. You can get your sweet notes from the vermouth. You can get a nice bitter orange kind of flavor profile from the Campari. And this 4 Peel gin is just adding a very, very nice kind of fortified flavor behind it. Makes it really, really well balanced cocktail. A lot of people don't like the bitter aftertaste of the Campari. Personally, I love it. Like anything that's balanced in life, you want to get a steak, you want to add some pepper to it to help balance that out. Speaking of steak, this actually goes really well with a nice aged steak. And since this is the Drigh Bartender, we've got our drink made. It's time to light her up. This week I am smoking GG4. It is a strain that's a little bit more head forward. Gonna pair well with all these cocktails so I can be nice and balanced and not too drunk, not too high, just nice and dry.
George Tote weed.
Absolutely, George Tote weed. Are you kidding me, man? He grew fields of that stuff, man. That's what I'm talking about. Fields.
He grew that shit up in Mount Vernon, man.
Mount Vernon, man. He grew it all over the country, man. He had people growing it all over the country, you know? The whole country back then was getting hot.
Cheers.